Australia is a country that produced excellent painters that are revered on a global scale. These painters mostly got inspiration from their surroundings because Australia is surrounded by nature. This includes rainforests, rare animals, alpine heaths, and so on. And this is why they call Australia a mega-diverse nation. An Australian native, Peter Biontes, affirmed that Australia has magnificent landscapes and these give inspiration to several painters, artists. He further stated that Australian painting ranges from the modern painting style to the traditional painting style. Peter Biontes is an ex-executive of a health and wellness company called Wattle Health, which is located in Australia. Wattle Health is a leading Australian firm specializing in natural health products. While Peter Biontes strongly believes in using natural health products to achieve a healthy life. Art in Australia. As stated above, Australia has a diverse collection of art and artists who make good use of Australia's natural habitat. As a result, there are different art categories in Australia such as rare animal paintings, ocean life paintings, nature, human paintings, forest paintings, and so on. History of art in Australia. Australia has a long history of art and painting, even in the olden days when Aboriginals painted traditional Aboriginal arts. Art in Australia can be traced back to about 30,000 years ago. The Australian art style was majorly influenced by Aboriginal arts and later on European style. Famous paintings made by famous painters in Australia. Painter Frederick McCubbin, The Pioneer. The Pioneer was made by Frederick McCubbin in 1904. The painting is a triptych, which has 3 panes that tell a unique story. It is the story of a farmer, a free selector, and his family. These people lived in the wild in Australia and tried to survive. Reception. The Pioneer is a masterpiece painting in Australia and has been collected by Victoria's National Gallery. Peter Biontes describes the painting as a story on its own. This is because it depicts the struggles of Australians living in the wild. Additionally, the painting shows the relationship between the past, the present, and the future. Spring Frost by Eliath Gruner. This was painted in 1919 by Eliath Gruner, a native of Australia. The focus of the painting is animals and nature, while the backdrop was a farm in rural Australia. Eliath showed a group of dairy cows at dawn. This painting received an award the same year it came out. Peter Biontes acknowledged that Eliath was able to capture the earth, sky, animals, sun, and grass in a single stunning frame. A Breakaway by Tom Roberts. Tom Roberts, an Australian painter, outdid himself with this painting. A Breakaway shows a flock of sheep thirsty for water running towards a dam to drink water. In the painting is also a herder on a horse trying to control the sheep to prevent drowning or accidents. Artist Arthur Streeton on Golden Summer. Eaglemont. Arthur Streeton created this painting in the summer of 1889 at the age of 21. Arthur idyllically captured Heidelberg, a rural area in Melbourne. Art critics loved the poetic, but naturalistic nature of the painting. It was one of Arthur's best works of art. Painter Frederick McCubbin. Down on his luck, Frederick created this painting in 1889. In the painting, you can see a swagman who seemed to be disheartened by life in front of a campfire. The man was sitting down there thinking about his life. The man in the painting was Louis Abrahams, a model, successful businessman, and Frederick's friend. Peter Biontes observed that the painting keenly depicts the subtle, cynical and nonchalant attitude of the man, and the hardships he had faced. One could sense that there is no self-pity in the countenance of the swagman sitting down. Artist Tom Roberts. The Big Picture. On the 9th of May 1901, the first Australian Commonwealth Parliament was opened. Artist Tom Roberts took inspiration from the Parliament opening to paint his art. He called it the big picture. It is a huge painting that captures the Parliament building and what happened on the opening day. Conclusion. On a final note, Australia is a country blessed with many talents and natural resources. Artists in Australia never lack sources of inspiration due to the beauty of the country. As an Australian himself, Peter Biontes is proud that the Australian art world, and artists in general, have come a long way.